Some people think that instead of preventing climate change, we need to find a way to live with it. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Environmental degradation represents a major threat to life on Earth, but some people believe that we need to accept rather than try to stop it. I completely disagree with this idea because I believe that we have much time to tackle this issue and reduce the human impact on the Earth's climate. There are various measures that governments and individuals could take to prevent climate crisis. Governments could introduce laws to limit the carbon dioxide emissions that lead to global warming. They could impose green taxes on drivers, airline companies, and polluters, and they could invest in renewable energy production such as solar, wind, and water power. As individuals, we should also try to limit our contribution to environmental shift by becoming more energy efficient, flying less, and using bicycles and public transport. Furthermore, the public can affect the actions of government by voting for politicians who support mitigating climate change rather than for those who would prefer to ignore it. If instead of taking the above measures we simply try to live with the environmental shift, I believe that the consequences will be disastrous. For example, most residents are not optimistic that we would be able to cope with even a small rise in sea levels. Many people would displaced by flooding, particularly those who live in countries that do not have the means to safeguard low-lying areas. These people would lose their homes and their jobs, and they would be forced to migrate to nearby cities or perhaps to other countries. The potential for human suffering would be huge, and it is likely that we would see outbreaks of disease and famine, as well as an increase in homelessness and poverty. In conclusion, I strongly believe that we should address the problem of climate change, and I disagree with those who argue that we can find a way to live it.